Evening, everyone. It's 5:57, and this is your closing comment for Monday the 6th. It is video number 1048. Okay, so I got a bunch of stuff here, so I'm going to try and get through it quickly. BuzzFeed, BZFD, completed their merger today with a SPAC. The symbol, as I said, BZFD, was kind of interesting. It closed at it opened at 10.95 this morning, traded up as high as 14.77. It closed the day before, so that was up about $1 at the open. It had closed at 9.62. Traded to 14.77 and then collapsed all the way back to $8. The last is 8.70, down 92 cents. And the reason for that was because the redemptions, people who didn't want to do the deal and sold their stock back to the company, eliminated most of the money that BuzzFeed will get. And so it looked like the money from the actual SPAC was only $16.5 million, although they also issued $150 million worth of convertible bonds. Either way, nobody liked the deal. MongoDB beat on earnings, as did COUP software, and they went in opposite directions. Mongo had closed at $429.34, and that was down $20, which was about 4.5%. After the news came out, it traded up to 512. So 430 to 512. Last is 504.10. That's up 53.94 or 11.8%. Coupa went the opposite way. The loss was a little wider than expected, but nonetheless, it was still a beat top and bottom line. The stock had closed 174.10. That was up 336. It immediately traded down to 152. So 174 to 152. Last is 154.40, down 16.5, 9.7. Pfizer, which last week made a new high at 55.70 on the new variant news, but closed on the low of the day and down on the day, looking like a reversal. Tried to rally back up. It got back as high as about 54 and change, 55 or so in the last couple of days of last week. But today, on the it's not so bad news, the stock closed 51.48, down 279 or 5.1%. And our home run of the day, and this makes no sense, there is no news of any consequence. Insignia, ISIG, closed $4.94 on Friday, announced this morning that they are going to look at strategic alternatives. That's the entire sum and substance of today's news. This is one that was a 1-for-7 reverse not that long ago, which gives it an adjusted high of just over $80. Today it traded as high as $15.71. The last at the close was $15.05, up $10.11. That was 204%. In late trading, extended hours, it has traded back down to 13.5, so we cut the percentage gain back to 173%. All in all, still a good day for that stock. The Dow 777 at the high, closing up 646 or just under 1.9%. NASDAQ up 140.93. The S&P up 53.24, 1.17. The Russell gained 44.17 or a little over 2%, and the big winner was the transports, up 360.39 or 2.26%. Chart on the screen is the oil, called the low here on Thursday. came in a little on Friday, and this morning on the also COVID, it's not so bad news and reopening trades, the airlines, the cruise lines, etc. Oil was up $3.23 back to 69.49. I told you I needed a confirmation, a close over this 69.95. We're close, but no cigar yet. And I also want to put out to you that this green line is the 200-day moving average. We went through it, closed on it, went through it to the downside, and we are closed just under it. Right here, it looks like around 69.98. So a close over 69.95 and a close over, let's just call it 70, would put us back above that. All the other moving averages have rolled over. The only one that's rolling back to the upside is the 5-day, and to give you an idea, it would have to cross currently about 75 or 76 in order to turn that to the upside. Gold was down 440 on a kind of a lackluster day. Bitcoin, which on Saturday morning traded as low as 41,000 and change, had a catch-up trade today. Closed 48,960, down 4,585. The dollar was up 20 cents, and the bonds were down 1.5. Tomorrow we have October trade balance, productivity, unit labor costs. All those are in the morning, and consumer credit comes at 3 o'clock. I also want to show you the two most important of the crypto charts. We'll take a look at the Bitcoin, and as you can see, it's been a pretty ugly drop. Couldn't get back above 60,000. Today's low, 47.2, closed 48.96. Right on, it looks like the 200-day moving average. But when we look at Ethereum, we get a slightly different picture. And I'll tell you why this is important. Ethereum never came anywhere near the 200-day. As I've been saying all along for the last several months, I favor Ethereum over Bitcoin. You see that Ethereum was basically unchanged, down $7.50 or less than 0.2%. But what's interesting is that Grayscale, which we traded GBTC, and Ethereum, ETHE, generally had a spread of between $6 and $8, Bitcoin over Ethereum. At today's close, that was reversed. The Grayscale Bitcoin closed 38.5. That was down $3.35 or 8%. And the Ethereum, ETHE, reversed above Bitcoin, closing 39.47 or 97 cents over. So we've had about a $9 reversal in Bitcoin under Ethereum. Have a good evening. I'll be back first thing